Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush strongest battle decks were released August 6th, 2022. Each of the 5 decks are associated with a Go Rush anime character. Shining Velgariva is a light galaxy type deck used by Udius. This deck contains one new boss monster, in Vanishing Heliacal Riser, a 2400 attack light galaxy monster that if you have 2 or less cards in hand, can shuffle 1 monster from grave to deck to gain 200 attack for the turn, and if you control a face-up spell, lets you draw a card. Void Velger of the Empty Sky is a dark galaxy type deck used by Zuijo. This deck contains one new boss monster in Void Velger Elysium, a 2500 attack dark galaxy monster that can send 1 card from hand to grave to change 1 face-up monster on the opponent's field to face-down defense, and then gain 500 attack for the turn. And if the card sent to the grave was a monster, this card cannot be destroyed by trap cards this turn. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is the Udius Light Galaxy structure deck. This is the exact list that Alex was playing last week, so we have just taken that. So basically, we wanted to show off the Dark Galaxy deck, and the Dark Galaxy deck tends to have a lot of anti-light cards, so we wanted to put me on a light deck so we can try and show off what the Dark deck can do. So Alex is going to be using his Dark Galaxy deck used by Zuijo, and this is the one kind of exception to our character draft rule where I'm going to be using one of Alex's characters just for this week. And because, again, it's not my character, we decided we're going to use the exact deck that Alex used, and so any tech choices he had we're going to have as well, and we don't have any access to cards that Alex didn't use. So Milky Wave Near is a 2500 attack boss monster, normal galaxy type monster, but it is wind and not light. That means it can't receive benefits from something like the Shining City Knights, which does kind of suck, but still 2500 attack is really good. We're on the 1 copy of Cosmotitan, 2300 normal light, 1 copy of Heavy Gancel, 2100 attack, 1 tribute light monster, Silver Safer, the weaker version, 2000 attack, 1 tribute. We're on 3 copies of Transemi Rhynac, 1600 vanilla, we are on 2 copies of Bright Sentinel, 1500 vanilla, and we are on 2 copies of Shadow Sentinel, which is a dark galaxy monster. We are on 3 copies of our boss monster, Vanishing Heliacal Riser. So we have 2 or less cards in hand, shuffle 1 monster from graveyard into the deck, gains 200 attack at the end of the turn, then face-up spell cards in the field, you can draw 1 card. So we're not playing any face-up spell cards in the main deck, we might side some in, but it's a bit tricky. Then we're on 3 copies of Cosmo Aurorizer. So we can send a spell trap from our hand to the graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the number of spell traps on the opponent's field times 500. So this caps out at 1500, which means this can go up to 3200 attack, which can be very relevant, especially for a 1 tribute monster. Transami Ephyri, which if your opponent has a monster on the field, send the top card of the deck to the graveyard. A Transami Rhynac gains 1000 attack, which can boost Transami Rhynac to 2600, which gets over almost every boss monster, which is very, very good. We're on 3 copies of Transamu Jeri. So if you have a face-up monster with 1600 or more attack on your field, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This turn, 1 face-up level 4 light attribute galaxy type monster on your field can make up to 2 attacks on monsters. So that can be very good, but we have to use specifically level 4 light attribute galaxy type monsters. So I guess the combo would be use this along with the Ephyri on a Transami Rhynac. It becomes 2600 attack and can attack 2 monsters. Pretty good. Ozone Layer. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, 1 face-up galaxy type monster on your field cannot be destroyed by opponent's trap effect. So again, can be good if Alex is on battle traps that are really powerful and can destroy our monsters. 3 copies of Galactica Gemaivu. If you have no other monsters on your field during the turn that you normal summon this card, shuffle 2 spell cards from your graveyard into the deck to draw a card. Decent. We can recycle spells. Drawing cards, good. I think this is just a really good card, to be honest. And this card's a little bit harder to use in Compatriot. It's a level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense light galaxy. Send 3 face-up level 1 galaxy type monsters from your field to the graveyard. Destroy 1 face-up level 8 or lower monster on your opponent's field. So it's quite a steep cost. We basically have to give up 3 cards to pop 1 card. So I'm not 100% sold on this card, but we do need more normal summons, so we're going to keep it in the deck. We have Talismanic Seal Array. Shuffle 4 monsters from your graveyard into the deck. 1 face-up monster on the opponent's field loses attack equal to its level times 200. This is what Alex used to destroy our maximum monster in the last episode. Very, very powerful card. We'll have to see how it ends up, because it does shuffle a lot of monsters back, and sometimes we want to keep monsters in the graveyard. 2 copies of Meteor Charge. We can choose 1 face-up Galaxy-type monster on our field. If it attacks a defense position monster this turn, inflict piercing battle damage. And also, if the chosen monster is a normal monster, you can change the battle position of 1 monster on the opponent's field. So it's kind of a block attack or a stop defense mixed with a piercing. So it can be very, very powerful, but we have to make sure we use it with normal monsters. Next up, Universe Storm is the spell trap removal for Galaxy-type monsters, pretty decent. Strange Wall is a combat trick. When an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a Galaxy-type monster in your graveyard, the attacking monster loses 500 attack. Simple, sweet, gets the job done. 500 is a decent number. And then Galactica Lattice. When your opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, change up to 3 attack position Galaxy-type normal monsters on your field to face-up defense position. Then all face-up monsters on your field gain defense equal to the number of face-up Galaxy-type monsters on your field times 500. So this card's neat, but the problem is a lot of our Galaxy monsters have pretty low defense values, which means changing them to defense and giving them an extra possibly 1500 defense if our board's up for it is not going to be super great a lot of the time. It really depends on what Alex has, but I think most of the time this card isn't going to be that great, so we're only going to be running the 1 of it. So in the side deck, we have a couple more level 1 Galaxy monsters in case we want to help out our compatriot. We have Vishwar Lombardi, who lets us search out the Shining City Knights. Don't know if we're going to be using that. We have 1 copy of 1000 Attack Rocket, 3 copies of Galactica Repulsion. This requires us to have 3 face-up normal galaxies, which is why we're not maining it. We have 1 copy of Outer Space, this is a bit of a weird inclusion, a spare copy of Lattice, and 2 copies of Nova Spark, which again, I'm not sure if this card's going to be super great. Like, this is a really good like anti-bricking card if we just open a bunch of high-level normal galaxies, but other than that, this card doesn't really do a lot. So this is the deck. Hopefully we can steer it to victory. This is going to be our first time playing galaxies. So let's hope we can do it justice, just like Alex has been doing. So let's go in and see if light can overcome dark. So today we are making an exception to our character draft format in that I'm going to be using one of your characters this week, Udius, and the light galaxy monsters. The reason we're doing that is because you are playing the dark galaxy, which typically have a lot of anti-light monster effects. So rather than making like the Dark Galaxy versus the Worms, and obviously the old 7s battle decks have all been fucking garbo, I'm gonna use the Light Galaxy. And this is also kind of the end, like the first mini arc of Go Rush was Light Galaxy versus Dark Galaxy, Udius versus Ouija. So
okay,
I'm gonna go for that. Are you ready, buddy?
I am ready.
All right, let's fire on him.
Get into it.
Wow.
Oof.
I will start. This hand is a little bit rusty, to say the least. We will summon Transamu Rhynak. We will tribute it to summon out Silver Seifert. And we'll set a back row and pass back.
Get out the Pale Rider.
Okay.
Activate Universe Storm. Get rid of that.
My Talismanic Seal Array.
That. Set 2 monsters in defense in hand.
Ooh, I was almost certain you'd be able to out this. I'm happy you did not. Okay, I will normal summon the Mighty Ozone Layer. Normal summon my Transamu Jirai. Then I'm going to tribute both, summon out Milky Wave Neo, then normal summon my Transamu Rhynak. And then we'll see what you've got. We'll try and attack him with this. 400. We'll use Transamu to attack a defense monster. And we'll get Milky Wave to attack the other one. And we'll pass. Well, this is going very well for me.
Yeah. Set. That and set.
Well, without piercing, I can't do much about that. We'll go ahead and fire off Universe Storm. Put one of these. Got Void Veil. Pain in the ass trap card. Okay. I guess I will tribute my Transamu Rhynak to summon Cosmo Aurorizer. Set a back row, go to battle, and just try and attack over the thing we've got here. 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll pass back to you.
Oh dear. Oh, get out. Meteor Lava.
Okay.
Meteor Lava.
We're about to mill.
Universe Stormy back row.
It was
Jolly
strange. War.
Yeah, our new boss monster, Vivalga Elysium.
Okay, send a card from my hand to graveyard, choose one face-up monster on your opponent's field to face-down defense position, gains 500 attack at the end of its turn. Also, if you sent a monster to the graveyard, cannot be destroyed by trap cards. Very, very powerful card.
Okay, so I will activate its effect. Pitch new monster Hecton Chair. Swap this to defense.
Mm-hmm.
Summon the 1600 Dark Galaxy. Go to battle. Beat over this for 1000.
Yep.
And then beat over this is defense.
Or Milky Way near. Yeah, this new boss monster Elysium is so good. So good. Alright, we will normal summon my compatriot. We'll summon out Galactica Jamais Vu. Tribute both of them. Summon out Vanishing Heliacal Riser. We'll use its ability to stick probably Transamu Rhynak back in. I think that's probably the best one. Then I can normal summon out my Bright Sentinel, go to battle, attack over your Elysium with Heliacal Riser, and attack over your Pale Rider with Aura Riser. Get in with Bright Sentinel for 15. And pass back.
Oof.
I mean, it's kind of rough, but if you just summon another Elysium again, it just outs basically everything I have.
Yeah. Wow. Get out Globule.
Okay.
Activate its effect. Shuffle Pale Rider, Elysium, and oh, another Pale Rider back into the back.
Mm-hmm.
Tribute summon Hecaton Chair.
Hecton Chair's pretty cool.
His effect.
Well, I can't actually get over that at the moment.
Some Pale Rider. Set. Beat over for 100.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Alright, need something that outs that. Okay. Okay. Which way do I want? Realistically. I think we're going to do it this way. So I'm going to normal summon Mighty Shadow Sentinel. I'm going to set 2. Go ahead and activate Riser to put another card back into the deck, and I'm going to put another Transamu Rhynak back in. Then we're going to activate Meteor Charge. Bring up this, which will let me change this to attack mode. Go to battle. We will get over this. Go over this for 100. And then see if our piercing does anything.
Yeah,
it does. We pass.
Okay. We will get out. Burst Strike Gunman. Activate his effect.
Reveal Elite.
We'll make your Shadow Sentinel a light monster.
You jerk.
Peltgast. Tribute Elysium.
Okay.
Summon a Pale Rider. Activate Elysium. Pitching that. Oh.
Okay.
Battle.
I suppose you can get over my combat check anyway, being 600 above. There goes Aura Riser.
Yeah.
There goes Heliacal.
Kaboom.
Killing my risers. Okay. We will normal summon the Mighty Gamaivu. Now, am I doing this? Question. I probably am. So I'll tribute both of these. Summon my Vanishing Heliacal Riser. Then we'll summon Transamu Rhynak. Activate Heliacal Riser effect. we're going to put back another Helical Riser. Then we're going to normal summon out Dry, use its effect to boost the attack of Transsamurai. And then swing into swing into attack directly, and then pass.
Activate Void Corridor. Pitch
Okay.
Crested Hawk. Gotta be Hackaden Chair.
The man, the myth.
That back row. Get out Luminous Parrot. Burst Ray. I'll activate Burst Ray.
I don't like that your deck has this like burn sub theme.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
No. Don't worry though, I can make 2 of my monsters 2600 attackers. Behold, Universe Storm. Okay, I'm glad that's gone. Alas, I do not see how I currently out your monster. What do I do? If I just pass, then I'm just drawing 1 card a turn to try and out it, which sucks.
Depends on the 1 card you draw, I suppose.
Oh yeah, but obviously I want to have just more options of cards to draw available. I can send the top card of my deck to the graveyard. I don't really see a benefit to doing that right now, so I could just mill something that could out you. I think I'm going to change this to defense, and then probably just pass on this, right? Yeah, I think I'll just pass.
Okay. That. Void Corridor. Pitch Elysium to get a Globule.
Okay.
Normal Summon Globule. Activate Globule.
Yeah, this choice could get tricky. It's the other Elysium.
Then activate its effect. Pitch the Metean. We'll make or rather put Riser and face down defense. Activate Hackaden Chair.
Mm-hmm.
Put him back to attack. Go to battle.
Goodbye, Helical Riser. Goodbye, Bry. Your back row's kinda scary, not gonna lie. Okay, we have stuff. We definitely have stuff. So I'm going to normal summon my compatriot. Then I'll normal summon compatriot. We're going to tribute both of them. Summon out Helical Riser. This is where we get a little bit thinky. Right, we're going to normal summon out Bright Sentinel.
I'll activate Void Intercept.
That is more than fine.
Damn
We're
it.
going to activate Helical Riser and stick something back in the old deck. So I guess we'll put Helical Riser back in. So right now I out one of them. So I believe if I do this,
Oh, yeah, that's.
I think it matters what I pick. I'm just going to random things. Again, I don't think it matters. Battle.
GG.
Oh, right. That's game 1, but can I make it game 2 or not? I have to see. Go around game 2.
I'll go first.
Okie dokie.
And yeah, I'm happy with this. Dimension Others, Power Rider. Kick it off with a Hecton chair.
That's another weird thing, right?
Avoid the defense.
So I have a Dark Galaxy monster in my deck that's a 1500 attacker, right?
Yeah.
It's a Dark Galaxy, which means you can play it in your deck easy peasy as well, right? So what does that mean? You get Dimension Others, I can't remember what it's called, Dark Sentinel?
Hoplites. Oh, and Dark Sentinel, yeah.
Yeah, Dark Hoplites as well, and Void Belger. So it means you get like so many... I don't even know why Dark Sentinel's in this deck. Like, I guess it's a Udius card, but like I don't know why Udius has a Dark card when pretty much everything else he plays is light. His hand's a little bit awkward, so I'm going to go ahead and summon out my Galactica Jamais Vu. Then I'm going to summon out my Ozone Layer, tribute both, and get out Calliope Riser. I'm going to use Calliope Riser's effect and stick a card back into the deck. And I think I'm going to pass on that.
Okay.
Not the most exciting turn, but 26 is a big number.
Indeed. I like Globule,
Okay.
Meteor Lava.
Meteor Lava effect, Fuel Globules effect.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Tribute
Straight
to Hell Rider. Swap to attack. Activate Meteor Charge.
Okie dokie. You can get 100 damage with that, and then 5,100 damage with that.
Crested Hole.
That's a lot of damage. The problem now is I need to out both Orc and Hecaton Chair this turn. Which doesn't look doable. Right, we'll summon Transami I will summon Transami Ephori, use its effect. Then I'm going to
Tribute them both.
summon Transami Jedi, its effect.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Then I'm going to tribute the Jedi to summon Aura Riser. And then I'm going to get a battle. We will start by attacking over this. Then attack over this. Then attack over this. Then get in for 12. Now the scary thing is here is my life points are quite low. They're like a boss monster plus the Meteor card. What's it called? Meteor Charge, yeah.
Well, yeah, I can Globule.
Yep.
Need creatures I have. Yeah, I've got enough that I can do that.
Why do I feel like the game's about to end?
Pale Rider, Pale Rider. Should you back in the deck. Normal summon. Activate Void Corridor.
Okay.
Get my Globule back.
Okay.
Normal summon Globule.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Globule. You.
Okay.
First ray gun
I
and
believe this is lethal on board. You use the effects. Oh no, you can't use Elysium now.
can't use
So what's this?
Elysium, but
It'll be 13 and then 3, 15. Okay.
Great.
Not dead. Yeah, if you had had one card in hand, I think that was game. You could have got the extra 500 on Elysium and then attacked over my weakest guy with it. Unfortunately, the hand I have is very brick. So I will set, and pass. Unfortunately, it was a monster away from being able to do something. I mean, you know what traps I have in the deck.
Yeah, I'm just thinking I don't need to use them. Activate this. No. Hoplites. Tribute to... Use this effect again.
Yeah, I mean, you knew I couldn't stop you anyway. Because the traps in this deck suck dick. Alright, let's get a game 3. Alright. I'm gonna win game 3. It's gonna happen right now. You ready?
Yeah?
Going first.
Okay.
I retract my statement. I'm gonna set 3 back row. And pass.
Well, I'm going to... Hoplites.
Okay.
Meteor lava. Need to do this. Pitch 3. Tribute 2 for Hecton Chair. Activate Globule. Globule, Elysium, and Hoplites back into the deck. Using Globule to summon Elysium.
Oh, that's a shit ton of damage, isn't it?
Whoop. Yeah, that's what, 5? No.
Yeah,
5,000
5,000 to win the 500 burn. Alright, we will normal summon Jamais Vu. And again. We will tribute them both to summon out Heliacal Riser. We'll activate Heliacal Riser effect and chuck one of these back. Gain 200 attack. I will then normal summon Transemu Rhynak. Go to battle, and then I think I have to attack over this. And then pass.
Okay. That's less than ideal. Well, activate Action Chair.
Yep.
That. That. Set. Pass.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll go ahead and use Universe Storm. Crack one of these. Oh, that didn't do a ton, but we have another Universe Storm. Hope this is the annoying trap card. Yes, it's got. Fuck you, trap card. Now we can get to work. So we'll activate Shining City Knights and Samu Ephori. Now we have a way to beat over your boy, well as Heliacal Riser effect. You can draw a card. And we'll set a card. Go to battle. Swing over with this. And let's not get greedy. We'll just hit with this, just in case it's a 1500 defender. Which if not, then we'll swing in, because I'm pretty sure you are running 1500 defenders. Then I'll pass.
I am indeed. Activate Void Corridor.
Good one.
Pitch the hole.
Void Corridor is a weird one as well. I don't know if I would play this outside of limited to structure decks or not. Like, I don't think it's bad, but it's... I don't know if it's necessarily fantastic. Like, to me, it's like Phoenix Dragon, but not on a body. And I think Phoenix Dragon's benefit is that it's on a body.
Yeah?
I suppose Phoenix Dragon, I think you have to discard a monster, whereas this can discard anything.
No, I think Phoenix Dragon is just any card.
Alright, okay.
Gunman, activate Gunman.
Okay.
Reveal the 8 we just got out of the graveyard. Burn, yeah. Lights. Normal summon.
Yep.
Activate. Get rid of the Darkness Crested Hawk. Put. It doesn't. Actually, yeah, put that.
Yeah,
Oops.
play around the trap card.
Because you can lower my attack by 500.
Ooh, you didn't kill the Helical Riser. Well, flip it up. I will... Oh, this is tricky. How many monsters are in my graveyard? 1. Bam, 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 bam. That does not put enough monsters in the graveyard to do what I want to do. Means there is no way to do what I want to do. What's the next best? Okay, we're going to normal summon Ozone Layer. Tribute 2 and summon out a second Helical Riser. Going to normal summon out Transcendent Raynak. Activate Helical Riser effect. We'll put Raynak back into deck and draw a card. We're then going to tribute to summon out Silver Safert, which still, unfortunately, because I've used the effect, means I still do not have the correct number of cards in grave. But I'll go ahead and use this Helical Riser anyway. Put Raynak back in deck, and we will draw a card. Okay, now does that change anything? If I do that, I could use those. That doesn't change enough. Problem here is if this board gets outed now, mind you, I'd be dead anyway because my life points are so low. Let me just go straight to battle here. Do we? Yeah, I think we do. I'm going to battle. We will attack over Elysium with a Riser and then get in for 5,000 damage. And then get ready to die on the crackback. And then it passes.
Overlay.
Just 700 life points where you have access to burn. Seems a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, I can Gunman. Reveal.
Yeah.
Burn for 6.
Oh, that was a close one though.
Hot lights. I'm not gonna risk the trap cards for just hacking the chair.
Yeah.
Oof, that was yeah, that was.
Yeah, Dark Galaxy seems really like we were saying before, right? Just having a 2600 butt means that so this deck specifically gets to 26 very easily and struggles to get above 26. That's why I needed the field spell, or I needed to out it with something like Meteor Charge. I don't know how useful 26 is going to be in a bit more constructed play, but like at least in this sealed environment, very, very powerful. And the burn effect is very noticeable, right? Like it all adds up. And your new boss monster as well, Elysium, is crazy good. That card is, I think, the best of the new boss monsters from these sets, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I managed to at least put up a good fight. So what I wanted to do was I had 2 Talismanic Seal Arrays face down, and I needed 4 monsters in grave. I could get to 3 monsters in grave, but then I needed exactly 4 to use effects. If I had 4 monsters in grave, I could use Talismanic Seal Array to weaken your monster and then just hit you for game, which I just had no way to do. The other thing is, because my back row was completely full and I couldn't activate any of them, I could not use the 2 Meteor Charges in my hand, which also could have changed you to defense and given me piercing, which I think was just enough as well to give lethal. Or it might not have been. I don't know what Elysium's defense is, I can't remember.
2000.
Oh, then yeah, it wouldn't have been lethal, I don't think. It just would have been an extra 500 damage? Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But yeah, good games, man, good games.